Hey, what did you do, Spoiler? What to do? The Real Untouchable Podcast. Me, Great Big. I got a great segment for you all. I want to talk about the IBL scripting undisputed, former undisputed champion, Terence Bud Crawford. Hey, man, before I get started on this segment, make sure you all hit the like button, the subscribe button, and also the share button. Okay, it costs 0 cents to like this episode. All right, if you like it, like it. If you don't, tell me what you just like about it so I can fix it in the next episode. But hey, let's go ahead and jump into this thing, man. As I just said, the IBF has pretty much stripped former undisputed welterweight champion of the world, Terence Bud Crawford. As you know, Terence Bud Crawford is coming off a amazing fight against Earl the Truth Fan, in which he stopped him in the 9th round of their highly anticipated fight a few months ago. And the reason that they gave that they stripped him of this title was the dumbest reason I've ever heard. Okay, now I want to dig down and I want to give you all some content of the IBF. The IBF title, nobody really cares about it. You know, everybody Spence won it in 2017 when he went over to Sheffield, England, and fought Kell Brooks and stopped him. And he basically defended that title one time, against a mandatory. Now they are saying that they took this belt away from Terence Crawford because he did not agree to the contract that he will face the mandatory, which was Jaron Boot Ennis. But he's already locked in. Well, I'm not gonna say it's locked in. It's pretty much been negotiated that he will fight against Earl Spence for a second time. Now, the one thing the IBF don't agree with is rematches of a championship title. So if you win the IBF belt and you deny, if you want to take a bigger fight, if they want you to fight this fighter, they will strip you of their title. I don't know why anybody would even want this title. That's the first thing that I would say. But you want to strip this man of a title when you allow Earl Spence to defend this title as a mandatory one time since 2017. Make it make sense to me. I feel like boxing is everybody's starting to finally see boxing for what it really is. It's a very racist sport. It's very racist against the black fighters. Now, I'm going to tell y'all why. They took this man, Terence Crawford, off their ranking entirely. So you're going to tell me that the undisputed champion, because you're mad at him because he didn't do what you all tell him to do and negotiate a contract between him and Boot Ennis, that you're going to take him completely off your rankings? Now your rankings make no sense now. We don't even care about your rankings. You might as well throw those rankings away. But what I want to say is this. Okay, Terence Crawford, I feel like he's Canelo. He is he's a pinnacle of a champion. Now the IBF never makes Canelo do anything. The WBC, the WBA, none of these organizations makes Canelo do anything. Canelo basically do whatever he wants to do. He can go up, he can go down. It doesn't matter. They're not going to strip him of his title. That's the thing that I don't understand. But if it's a black fighter, look at Devin Haney. They wanted to strip him of all his titles because he wouldn't face what they wanted him to face. Make it make sense to me, boxing. You are pretty much showing us what you are. But the crazy thing about it is, it's all black fighters that's always the face of boxing. Okay, you got the Floyd Mayweathers, you got the Mike Tysons, you have the Evander Holyfields, you got all the big names, you have the you have the Muhammad Ali's. Okay, now you got Canelo, who really is the face of boxing, even though he have a plethora of losses. He have at least 2 losses. He have draws. He have everything. But he is the face of boxing right now because of his fans, who he is. Okay, the Mexican fan base. Okay, and that is the reason why I always tell you all, you got to get behind your black African American boxers, because every other race is behind their boxers 100%, except us. We will see a Floyd Mayweather fighting against Canelo Alvarez, and we will cheer against Canelo. We would cheer against Floyd Mayweather only because because Floyd is cocky. because Floyd spending his money, show his money. And that is something that I had to learn. No, I'm not going to go against Floyd Mayweather. I'm going to go with Floyd Mayweather. Yes, I don't like some of the things that he do, but at the end of the day, the Mexican fans and these other Argentina, you got all these other races fans, they are going to ride with their fighter. So you should do the same. But the thing I don't understand, what they have been reporting is they gave Terence Crawford to the September 25th to pretty much defend, to pretty much come to an understanding, a contract, a negotiation between him and Boot Enos, and it did not happen. So they gave him, so the day before yesterday, Terence Crawford's team, well, the day before the deadline, Terence Crawford's team sent out a email to the IBF letting them know that Terence Crawford is already set to face Earl Spence for a second time, and he could not negotiate a contract fight for Boot Enos at the time. But the IBF wasn't trying to hear that. So guess what they did? They went head on, they stripped him of his title, took him all the way out their rankings, and made Boot Enos the email champion. They made Boot Enos their email IBF champion. Now, if I'm Boots, I don't really. Now, I get it. Boots want a title so bad, and nobody really won't face him. So maybe somebody will face him now. But guess what? Nobody really cares about the IBF title. Think about this. Now, Terence Crawford, Earl Spence, when he got the IBF title, right? When he got the IBF title, right? He got his IBF title. And yes, everything did start opening up for him. But the IBF is really not recognized as like the WBA and the WBC. We look at the IBF as probably the title that nobody really wants. But I want to know this. Why did the IBF wait till now? And why did they do it to Terence Crawford? Why did they do it to Terence Crawford? Why did they take the belt away from him? Why did they strip him of his title, take him off their ranking, and pretty much make Boot Enos your regular champion? Now he is your champion now. Why now? If Terence Crawford versus Earl Spence is going to be at 147, it won't be for undisputed. Now it would be only for the unified. Now they're going to move up to 154. Honestly, I don't see why they are moving up to 154. What's the point of fighting without a belt on the line? And that's all I've always been saying when it came to Terence Crawford and Earl Spence rematch. What's the point? You want your get back. You got beat down in the first fight. You pretty much was beaten up. You got your ass whooped. So, getting your get back. What if you still lose? What's the point? Like, what am I doing here? If I'm Terence Crawford, what am I doing here? What is the end game? Money? Belts? And that's why Floyd Mayweather once said, if y'all go back, Floyd Mayweather once said that is the reason why he got rid of all the belts. Floyd Mayweather at the end of his career really didn't even care about belts. He cared about being basically the pay-per-view king. He was the pay-per-view king when he was getting ready to go out the game. He didn't really care about belts. He didn't care about the WBA, the WBC, the IBF. He didn't care about being undisputed. Floyd Mayweather only cared about money, and I think that's what these boxers here, because Floyd Mayweather said these boxing sanctions, they will rob you. You have to pay. You have to pay if you are the champion. You have to pay a sanctioning body to hold that belt. So we don't know how much you have to pay. Just think about Terence Crawford. So he basically have to pay for 4 belts that he earned. So I don't understand this. And that's why I'm happy that they took this belt away from Terence Crawford, because guess what? He really did not need this belt. He didn't need this belt. We already know that he's the true champion at welterweight. He might as well go ahead and move up to 154. I just don't understand what is going to be the end game. If he beats Errol Spence at 154, are they going to give him a chance to go undisputed at 154? What's the end game for the 154? And that is the reason why I was always against this rematch. But I am very against the IBF. I think the IBF needs to be called out. They need to be called out for their bias and never taking a belt away from Canelo. They will not take the belt away from Canelo, but they will take it away from a Devin Haney or a Terence Crawford if they don't defend their title. You see, like that's the thing that I don't understand. And I'm like, why? Why are you taking the belt away from him? Because he have a contract that says he will fight in a rematch. They don't believe in the rematch. That y'all don't believe in the rematch. Y'all the only boxing sanction. Y'all the only sanctioned boxing body that don't agree with rematch clause. Okay, sometimes, like I said, I don't feel like they should have a rematch as well. But in the end, it's in the contract. What you mad about? You should have said something about this right here before this fight right here was even made. Now, I want to know this. What if Errol Spence would have won this fight? Because Errol Spence only defended this title one time since he's had it. Since he's had this belt right here, he's defended it one time, which was, I think, against Campo. That was it. One time since 2017. Make it make sense to me, IBL. Make it make sense. But everybody's pretty much seeing how racist boxing is, and that is the reason why they took this belt away from Terence Crawford. And if I'm Boot Enos, yeah, I'll take it, but I really don't care about this belt. It ain't nothing but a sanctioning body that I have to pay now. So, man, y'all tell me, y'all let me know what y'all think about what went on with what went on with what you all think about the IBF scripting Terence Bud Crawford, the undisputed welterweight champion of his IBF title, and giving it to Boot Enos because Terence Crawford couldn't fight Boot. Not that he didn't want to, he couldn't fight him because of he already scheduled to fight against Errol Spence, which that fight right there should be announced soon. But hey, man, thank y'all again for listening to another great segment of the Real Untouchable Podcast with me, Ray D. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this segment and the IBF. Hey, y'all, peace, and y'all have a great weekend, man. Happy Veterans Day. Peace.